Let's find the inverse of y equals 2 times ln of sine of x minus ln of 1 minus cosine of x. Before I find the inverse, I want to simplify this expression. So first, the 2 is going to be the exponent of the sine. So in other words, this is ln sine of x squared. Then we have minus ln of 1 minus cosine of x. Now, because we're subtracting the logs, we're going to divide whatever is inside. So it's ln of sine squared over 1 minus cosine of x. And at this point, I know that sine squared plus cosine squared is 1. So sine squared is 1 minus cosine squared. So I'm going to substitute sine squared with 1 minus cosine squared. So I'm going to have y equals ln 1 minus cosine squared over 1 minus cosine. And now I can actually simplify this, because 1 minus cosine squared is just 1 minus cosine times 1 plus cosine. And we're going to divide that by 1 minus cosine. The 1 minus cosine is going to cancel, and I'm going to be left with y equals ln of 1 plus cosine of x. So up to this point, I just simplified the expression. Now let's find the inverse. So for the inverse, I'm going to switch x and y. So I'm going to have x equals ln 1 plus cosine y. My goal is to solve for y. So first, I want to undo this natural log. So I'm going to raise both sides to the e power. I'm going to have e to the x, and then e to the ln will cancel, and I'm going to be left with 1 plus cosine y. I'm going to subtract 1 on both sides. And then I'm going to take the inverse cosine. So it's going to be inverse cosine e to the x minus 1 is going to be y, which y is really the inverse of f. Okay, so if you start off with f of x equals 2 ln sine of x minus ln of 1 minus cosine of x, the inverse is inverse cosine of e to the x minus 1.